And in the same way that the building in Transparent City is extremely layered, at least how I read it. And I wanted to ask Ondjaki about this. Because as you move upwards, there's of course the kind of the whole social and the class conscience of who lives where, and how some people only move in the shadows, and how certain parts of the building have electricity and water and others don't. And the unifying thread, as it seemed to me, was music, because everyone can hear it and it's always playing, and there's always, and it's like this connecting thread. And I was just thinking about that unifying theory, and I'm sorry, I'm just getting lost. But I was just wondering, of these threads, how did you work them in? How do they make sense to you as a writer? How do you put them together?
That one is for me.
Yes.
Threads, you mean different threads within the story, or
Fios condutores.
yeah. Well, there was one that I knew, Odonatos. There was one. Actually, I thought, for me, anything can be a story. If that story could be like Odonato searching for his dead son, that's a story. You can build a story on that. So I thought that would be a strong one. But then suddenly they came up, the seashell seller, and they have a strange relationship, which I admire a lot. They have a very beautiful father and son, grandfather and grandson. Or somebody told me, no, it's a gay relationship, two men. And I said, yeah, they have a connection. I don't know which one it is. They have a connection. So that one was another one. So the moment I knew how I was going to start and end the book, in that moment, I felt better. And I said, now I only have to write it. I know how it begins, I know how it ends. And if I might add, there is something beautiful in one of those things. This color that the blind man is asking him. So the book starts like this: the blind man asking the young man, because he's blind and there is a huge fire in Luanda. He asks the kid, or the young boy, tell me the color, tell me the colors, which color is that, the color of the fire. And that color that actually he answers in the end of the book, that color was given me, that concept, that notion, that beautiful color, because in Portuguese, it's very beautiful. It's vermelho devagarinho. It's totally amazing, this idea, vermelho devagarinho. There is no such thing in Portuguese for those who do not speak Portuguese. Even for us, there's no such thing as a vermelho devagarinho, or maybe there is. So Manuel Rui told me a story of a kid who gave this answer. Somebody was asking about a color of a dream, and the kid was trying to describe the color, and the person who was asking was trying to guess for the kid. So is it yellow? And the kid said, no, it's not exactly yellow. So is it orange? No, so then it's red. And the kid said, no. And now I got it. É vermelho devagarinho. But when I wrote the book and I showed it, parts of it, to Manuel Rui, the Angolan writer, and I asked him, can I use this idea? You gave me this story. He said, and swears up to today, I never, ever or vermelho devagarinho. It's in the book. It's in the end of the book I wrote. Thank you, Manuel Rui, because I remember going to his place and he telling me this story. And I just, because it's very delicate with Luandino, Ana Paula Tavares, Manuel Rui, Rui Duarte Carvalho. When they tell me a story, I memorize the story, because I know if they don't use it, I might use it. But as in using, I mean pass it. No. So I went to his place and I asked him, can I use? He could say, no, I'm going to use it. Don't use it. But he said he didn't remember. He didn't tell me. So actually, I don't know. So you see, it's different it's coming from different places. Odonato, actually, it's the only real guy I know. Odonato had a son. Odonato lived in this building. When they went, the Portuguese TV went to Luanda to shoot a documentary about the guys who had won Saramago's prize. So they wanted to work with me. He said, yeah, please come. So they wanted me to show them the building, the exact building. And there is a building in Luanda where Odonato used to live. His name is not Odonato, it's another name. And actually in that building, for chance, you have this hole in the last base of the building. You have this huge wall and they don't close it. So I went there, said, see, this is the hole where his son came through all the They went crazy. Can we record this? I said, yes, of course, the building is. So, you know, it's there is the building. Odonato was living there. Some of the stories just came, and then I think it's Luanda. And well, I'm not. I mean, I cannot put myself out of the process. I think I did some work also to gather or join or costurar all these tiny stories. But yeah, some of them, paizinho, I don't know. I remember there are lots of paizinhos in Luanda, guys who live there, they try to approach, they wash your car. Some they become members of your family. Some people treat them well, some people treat them very badly. It's a reality of Luanda. It's a book that if you are from Angola or from Luanda and you read that book, you will read one book. If you are from Canada, I think you will read another book. Like in Bom Dia Camaradas, he was amazed because my neighbor Papi ate 23 large spoons of white rice. And he said, oh, come on, no one eats spoons of white rice. And I told this to my parents and we all laughed because actually I had to reduce because Papi ate more than 23 spoons of white rice. So I think that's beautiful in a way, the way the book, for example, in Mexico, people read it in a very soft way. They think it's not that crazy. It's not that magic or realism. It's just a book.